Okay, I think that's recording. There's too much light in this room. I don't like... Okay, what did I do there? Whoa. Okay, so is a house falling down or something? Okay, come on, step back in the cradle. And bum, 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 bum. Bring it forward then. This is going so well tonight. Right. Okay, so next to my... What the hell? Really? Doing some torch ballad versions somewhere. As there's no new songs coming. 4 days without writing a song. When did I last go 4 days without writing a song? 2020, mid-2020. What does it matter? Nothing matters anymore now. Okay, so... dug out Rumours of Passion, Visions of Dust. On the album, this is a... boom, 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 boom. What the hell happened here? I just took you off. Someone's telling me I'm past my due date. What does that say? Anyway, it ain't gonna be like that now. Because for one thing, I certainly can't sing in F7th anymore. So I'm taking something else there. This might amuse me because this is kind of such a... I can hear the album version playing in my head, you know. I might even do it in a minor key. 1.34. There's just too much light on. I don't like playing in the light. Conversely, I don't like being blind and not being able to read the words. Anything else going on about? You committed yourself. You put your life on the line. Put your trust in the wolves who told you everything's fine. You had no illusions, now you got no shadow of doubt. You stood in the corner and watched trust slip away. You knew then and there you'd seen your last day. You burnt your mother's picture, but there's still no other way out. You stood on the docks and saw the Liberty ship sail. Were you wearing a blindfold when they showed you the grail? Once you reached too high, you fell back to earth right on time. Don't believe your preachers, what do they know? They're all just actors and you've seen the show. Remember yourself, and if it looks there, you won't get struck blind. Snow in the sunset, but you walk through the night. Were you driven by anger, by love, or by fright? I knew you were searching knew quite what for. Motherhood beckoned, so your family all said. Then they shook off their cloaks and took wine and bread. No wonder you ran, I could see you couldn't take any more. You went to your doctor, he prescribed you a smile. It's all that they know and that they've seen me in a while. Could you use a reference? Do you think it'll get you ahead? Everywhere you run, there's a new ladder to climb. He's led to wealth, so you pass straight by mine. But his feet, they are clay, and your future with him, it fills me with dread. You sped past the cops and went straight to the judge. You showed him your assets, but his face didn't budge. You're still just a number, it don't matter to him how you look. I heard footsteps above, heard the creaking of stairs. I went for the lights, but by then there was nobody there. Then you rushed in and knew what had gone down by how you shook. Nothing was open, you kept it close to your heart, but it all lay revealed when they tore you apart. I mourned for you then, I'm not so certain right now. I was past you already before you were gone. I knew right away there'd be another along. I fell upwards it seems, but at the parties I do the right bow. So many emotions and so many words, so many rumors, I don't know which I preferred. You said where you've been, I'd seen much further than that. You don't believe me, and I guess that it's plain. You can do what you want to with me, I don't complain. But when the last words come down, you'll see I knew where you were at. Take me tomorrow, or take him today. I don't care which, and if I did, would I say? How long have you got before all your appointments are gone? You can lay on the tears and you can run till you drop. Love don't come easy, and when it does, it soon stops. When the desired play ends, you'll see your shame shone at the stop. Rumours of passion, visions of dust. You were bored with love and you were flattered by lust. But I won't change my offer. You take what you get or you pass. I'm not on your list and I'm glad in a way. If you called me up now, I don't know what I would say. I settle for silence, but I'll lend you a word if you ask. If my name was in lights, would your thoughts be the same? If you took your own life, would I take some of the blame? I hope we don't find out. There's some things no one needs to know. How deep will you search before you find what you need? Who's in your wake? Who will follow your lead? Is he blind or too besotted with you to let go? I told you it's leave time, but you would not retreat. You wrote down your name and told me we still had to meet. I still had my own time. I don't feel inclined to have yours. At the final submission, you had to buy your way out. You were too high to be seen, and you were too proud to shout. And these rumors of passion, these visions of dust, hurt us more. Well, I hope that came out okay. When did I write that song? 1992. What would I have been in 1992? 20 or 21, depending on the day I wrote it. And here I am, cranking it out at 64. Amazing how things change, yeah. That may even been the way that I wrote it, you know. It's one of those, I kind of remember writing that. Or in that arena. That was when I was off the road, before I formed a duo called Murphy Youngs. The artwork for our cassette single I found just this very day, for the first time in 30 years. There's a lot of circles. If life is a circle, and it becomes a whirlpool at the end on that, eventually there's just nothing left, you know. What was I saying? Yeah, and I guess that would have been how I was feeling when I wrote that song. But I didn't do anything with it, and I recorded it. When I got a home studio, I recorded that one late 98 or early 1999. I was back out on the road then, and you could have a digital deck, and you could buy CDs. CDs were out of fashion now, and I had one of the country's first CD recorders. No more trying to sell a 4-track cassette for 50 pence at gigs, you know. Well, then I could make my own albums and flog them for a $5 at the time at gigs. Good days. I mention that because any musicians coming along now, not that any musicians come along now, they're all gamers that comes along now. That's the new thing, I guess. But to say you could make £5 from a CD, I mean, what would that mean to an up-and-coming musician now? You know where they get You know, they get a millionth of a penny a stream or whatever, you know. So, how long have you been working for Uber then? Oh, a year now. Oh, yeah. Is this your only job? Well, no, I got the #1 record in the Billboard chart at the moment. Oh, and you're an Uber driver. Yep. So. I feel inclined to keep going. I was looking at my song pile. When you've written 1,800 songs and you go back through the history books, you see, like looking through someone else's life, you know. What songs have I got in the key of E minor since I'm High Rise? Anyone remember the words to High Rise? I wrote that in 1982. I just did a clip of it. Whatever I can remember of it. It was a whole lot faster than that because it was a rock number. The screams of a baby go unheard in the early evening darkness. It's the same in any dark part of the city. People just couldn't care less. On the stairs sits an unmarried mother praying her baby keep quiet for a while. Only her volume keeps her going. She can't remember a smile. And what do you think of your handiwork, Councillor Jones? Of your monument to squalor and ill health? Does your conscience care what you've done to your people? Or do you keep it placated with your wealth? In the basement there's a weary pensioner. She's still got 12 fights to go. One day her old legs won't make it, but nobody wants to know. The stifling stench of stale urine and the feel of rising damp. Put your vote down, you know who you gotta thank. And what do you think of your handiwork, Councillor Jones? Of your monument to squalor and ill health? Does your conscience care what you've done to your people? Or do you keep it blockaded with your wealth? Let me ask you again. What do you think of your handiwork, Councillor Jones? Of your monument to squalor and ill health? Does your conscience care what you've done to your people? Or do you keep it placated with your wealth? What do you think of your handiwork, Councillor Jones? Really went through the history books here today. 1982. That's still appropriate today, even worse today, of course. You can make up new verses about the NHS killing more patients than it saves these days. Another case in the news just this very day. Heroes, we could be heroes, but we don't want to be. Let's go try First Love Song. Okay. Can't make a D chord anymore. 1983. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yesterday, my love. Made it worse. Do, 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 do. Yesterday my love was here to stay. Now today I find she's gone away. Does she know that I'm so lonely? Will she ever come back to me? She swore we'd be together all the time. Told me everything was fine. Now she's gone and I'm on my own. Please, my love, please come home. To hold you in my arms once more. That is what my dreams are for. Please, my love, I know we can turn this around. How often does a love like ours get found? Goodness me.